Hello Swatantra viewers. Welcome to English News Bulletin. I am Mahima, bringing you the latest updates. Exit polls predicted a comfortable majority for the BJP-led NDA, with the ruling alliance projected to open its account in Tamil Nadu and Kerala and sweep Karnataka. The Republic TVP Mark poll claimed that the ruling alliance will win up to 359 seats and the opposition India bloc will bag 154 seats in the 543-member Lok Sabha. The Republic TV Matra's poll gave 353 to 368 seats to the NDA and 118 to 133 seats to the opposition. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's BJP-led alliance is projected to win a majority in the general election that concluded on Saturday, exit polls say. The news channels and other independent agencies are releasing the results of the exit polls they conducted during the 6-week vote. The India Today Axis exit poll says the Modi-led NDA will likely win 29 to 33 of Bihar's 40 seats. The India alliance is predicted to secure 7 to 10 in the eastern India state. Bihar voted in all 7 phases of the election. While that is a clear win for the BJP and its allies, it would represent a come down for the ruling coalition, which also governs the state. In 2019, the NDA won 39 out of 40 seats in Bihar. The exit poll projects mixed verdict as Andhra Pradesh is concerned. While all national TV channels projected edge for TDP Jana Sena BJP, the pollsters based in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana gave edge to the ruling YRSCP headed by Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy. While national channels predicted that the alliance would get majority of seats in the assembly, the pollsters in the Telugu states predicted that YSRCP would retain power by securing between 96 and 100 seats. As far as Telangana is concerned, the NDA is projected to win between 7 and 8 seats, while the India alliance is likely to win between 8 to 10 seats. Others, including K. Chandrasekhar Rao's BRS and Asaduddin Owaisi, to win between 3 to 5 seats. India bloc parties will get more than 295 seats in the Lok Sabha polls, Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said on Saturday, asserting that they had arrived at the figure after feedback from people. Addressing reporters here after a meeting of top leaders of the opposition bloc at his residence here, Kharge said the leaders of the alliance met for about 2.5 hours and discussed a host of issues, especially the precautions to be taken on counting day and the instructions they have to give to their party's workers. The India bloc will get more than 295 seats. The India bloc has arrived at this figure after speaking with all leaders, Kharge said. This is a survey of the people. The people have given this information to the leaders. India bloc parties have also given instructions to their workers about Form 17C and not to get out of the counting hall till he or she gets the certificate of election, he said. Senior leaders of the Congress, Samajwadi Party, CPIM, CPI, DMK, JMM, AAP, RJD, Shiv Sena UBT and the NCP Sharad Pawar met at Kharge's residence on Saturday afternoon and held discussions. TMC chief and West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee had already said they would not attend the meeting as there were elections in the state. PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti did not attend the meeting due to personal reasons. Congress leaders Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and KC Venugopal were also present at the meeting.
सीरियसली डिस्कशन करके इस नतीजे पे हम आए हैं और निश्चित रूप से गठबंधन को भारी बहुमत मिलेगी, ये मैं आपको कहने के लिए यहाँ ठहरा हूँ। नहीं, मैं बोला सरकारी एग्जिट पोल एक नहीं बोला, वही बोला। इंडिया पार्टी ये है, जनता का सर्वे हमारे पास है, सरकारी सर्वे उनके पास है। We are united only. Why you are dividing?
शुभ शुभ बोलिए।
हाँ, और नहीं भाई, इतने लोग यूनाइटेड है। ये बालू जी ऐसा ठहरे हमारे सामने, वो झाड़ के जैसा, इतने लंबे हैं। और सभी लोग हैं, केजरीवाल जी, हैं, अखिलेश साहब है, तेजस्वी है, येचुरी साहब है, राजा साहब है, सभी लोग हम यहाँ पर पवार है, और मान है सबसे चीफ मिनिस्टर पंजाब, ये सभी लोग हैं। इसीलिए हम एक है, एक रहेंगे। हमारे को डिवाइड करने की कोशिश मत करो। नमस्कार, थैंक यू।
Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy returned to the state on Saturday after a fortnight-long vacation. The Chief Minister left the state with his family on 18th May after the state voted in the simultaneous Lok Sabha and State Assembly elections. After completing the foreign trip with family, Chief Minister Y.S. Jagan returned to Vijayawada today, said YSRCP in a post on X. A group of ministers, legislators, ruling party leaders and cadre welcomed the Chief Minister at the airport in Gannavaram. Results of the elections will be declared on 4th June. With sexual abuse accused Prajwal Revana's arrest, the Congress on Saturday questioned Prime Minister Narendra Modi's silence on the matter and claimed that he has failed to provide justice to women in the last 10 years. Suspended Janata Dal secular MP Revana, facing sexual abuse allegations, was remanded in police custody on Friday, hours after he was arrested by a Bangalore police team on his return from Germany. A special court in Bangalore remanded him in police custody till 6 June. Revana was arrested in the early hours of Friday by a special investigation team, minutes after he landed in Bangalore past midnight from Germany. He had left the country on 27 April. Hitting out at Modi for allowing Revana to flee in the first place, All India Mahila Congress President Alka Lamba said letting a mass rapist escape is Modi ki guarantee. Revana, the Member of Parliament from Karnataka's Hassan, has been arrested by the special investigation team constituted by the state government, she said. She congratulated the Karnataka government. Narendra Modi kept raising the Save Our Daughter slogan, but did not break his silence on Prajwal Revana, she told a press conference at the All India Congress Committee headquarters here.
ये कैसे हुआ? हम चाहते हैं कि कर्नाटक सरकार की मदद की जाए और प्रज्वल रेवन्ना के मामले को जर्मनी सरकार से केंद्र सरकार बात करके वापस लाने की बात कहे। लेकिन जब 1 मई से कोई भी रिएक्शन या जवाब मुख्यमंत्री के पत्र का प्रधानमंत्री जी द्वारा नहीं आया, समझ सकते हैं चुनाव की व्यस्तता है और आपको इस मामले पर आपकी चुप्पी भारी पड़ सकती है। 22 मई को 21 दिन के बाद कर्नाटक के मुख्यमंत्री सिद्धारमैया जी ने दोबारा एक पत्र प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी को लिखा 21 दिन के बाद कि आपके तरफ से किसी तरह का कोई सहयोग, मदद या हमने जो आपसे मांग की उस पत्र का कोई भी जवाब नहीं आ रहा है। यह दिखाता है कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की कितनी गंभीरता इस मामले को लेकर थी, यह साफ दिखता रहा। श्री राहुल गांधी जी का 2 मई को किया गया इस ट्वीट, जो रेवन्ना ने किया वो सेक्स स्कैंडल नहीं, मास रेप है। कर्नाटक में स्टेट से प्रधानमंत्री उस मास रेपिस्ट का समर्थन कर रहे थे जी, उसके लिए वोट मांग रहे थे। इसकी तस्वीरें मैं दोबारा से जाहिर करूंगी। नरेंद्र मोदी, अमित शाह और बीजेपी के हर नेता को इस पाप के लिए देश की हर महिला से हाथ जोड़ सर झुका माफी मांगनी चाहिए। ये मांग श्री राहुल गांधी जी की ने, ये मांग आधी आबादी की थी, जिसे आवाज देने का काम श्री राहुल गांधी जी ने किया। मास रेपिस्ट को हिंदुस्तान से भागने देंगे, ये है मोदी की गारंटी।
Kejriwal's interim bail plea, court reserves orders for 5th June. A court here on Saturday reserved for 5th June its order on an application moved by Delhi Chief Minister and AAP Supremo Arvind Kejriwal seeking interim bail in a money laundering case linked to the alleged excise policy scam. Special Judge Kaveri Baveja reserved the order, observing that the application was for grant of interim bail on medical grounds and not for the extension of the interim bail granted by the Supreme Court. Kejriwal's interim relief granted by the apex court ends on 1st June and he has to surrender by Sunday. The Enforcement Directorate on Saturday opposed an application moved by Arvind Kejriwal before a court here seeking interim bail in a money laundering case related to the alleged Delhi excise policy scam. The probe agency claimed before Special Judge Kaveri Baveja that Kejriwal has suppressed facts and made false statements, including about his health. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, appearing for the Enforcement Directorate, told the court that Kejriwal also made misleading claims at a press conference on Friday that he is going to surrender on 2nd June. The court was hearing an application moved by Kejriwal, the national convener of the AAP, seeking interim bail for a week on health grounds. The Chief Minister was earlier granted interim bail by the Supreme Court and it ends on 1st June.
इंडिया गठबंधन को 295 प्लस सीट्स मिल रही हैं, बीजेपी को 220 के करीब सीट्स मिल रही हैं और एनडीए जो बीजेपी का गठबंधन है उन्हें 235 के करीब सीट्स मिल रही हैं। तो इंडिया गठबंधन अपने दम पे स्थिर और मजबूत सरकार बनाने की दिशा में बढ़ रहा है। इसके लिए पूरी जिंदगी भी जेल में रहना पड़े मंजूर है, चिंता मत।
2 officials arrested in sheep distribution scheme scam in Telangana. The Anti-Corruption Bureau Telangana has arrested the former officer on special duty of the then Telangana Animal Husbandry Minister and another official in connection with the alleged irregularities in the sheep distribution scheme during the previous BRS regime. Sabawat Ramchandra, Chief Executive Officer of Telangana State Livestock Development Agency, and Gundamraju Kalyan Kumar, former officer on special duty to the then Minister for Animal Husbandry, who allegedly colluded and conspired with private persons and resorted to gross illegal acts and violations in discharging their duties, were arrested, the ACB said in a release on Friday. They violated all the instructions issued for procurement of sheep and deliberately involved private persons in the procurement process, it said. The 2 officials and private persons illegally obtained undue advantage and caused wrongful loss to the government exchequer and thus misappropriated government funds worth 2.10 crores rupees, it added. Further investigation is in progress. The Congress on Saturday alleged that Union Home Minister Amit Shah has been calling up district magistrates and collectors and indulging in blatant and brazen intimidation. District magistrates and collectors are the returning officers of their respective districts during elections. Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh claimed that Shah had already spoken with 150 district magistrates or collectors and added that this shows how desperate the BJP is. With the 7th and last phase of the Lok Sabha elections concluding on Saturday, the results of the polls will be announced on 4th June. The outgoing Home Minister has been calling up district magistrates and collectors. So far, he has spoken to 150 of them. This is blatant and brazen intimidation, showing how desperate the BJP is, he said in a post on X. Ramesh said officers should not get under any pressure and must uphold the constitution. They are under watch, he added. Alleging that Telangana was ruined during the past 6 months of Congress regime, former Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao on Saturday said the BRS party will not attend the decennial celebrations of the state formation by the government on Sunday. In a letter addressed to Chief Minister Revant Reddy, Rao, also known as KCR, hit out at the Congress party, accusing it of making attempts to remove certain symbols which are said to be pride to the region from the state emblem. Listing out the alleged failures of the Congress party, KCR said the state government failed in implementing its poll promises and the state's image was being dented by power cuts. People are being pushed into turmoil by the Congress rule. He said he regretted to inform the Chief Minister that the BRS party will not be attending the decennial celebrations, KCR said. He also hoped that the state government would strive for the welfare of the people and fulfill all the poll promises the Grand Old Party made. As per the directive of Chief Minister Revant Reddy, the government's advisor on protocol issues Harkara Venugopal on Friday went to the residence of Rao at Banjara Hills here and handed over the invitation for the decennial celebrations of state formation on 2nd June. Passenger vehicle wholesales in India witnessed a marginal growth in May on account of high base effect and muted demand due to general elections. The overall passenger vehicle dispatches from companies to dealers stood at 350 to 57 lakh units last month as compared to 335,436 in the same month a year ago, registering a growth of 4%. Maruti Suzuki India said its total domestic passenger vehicle sales rose marginally to 14,402 units last month from 14,370 units in the year-ago period. The company saw year-on-year dip in sales of entry-level and compact cars last month as against May 2023. Utility vehicle sales, including that of Brezza, Grand Vitara, Ertiga, S-Cross and XL6, however, rose to 54,204 units last month as against 46,243 units a year earlier. Tata Motors said its passenger vehicle sales, including electric vehicles, in the domestic market were up 2% at 47,075 units as compared to 45,984 units in the year-ago month. Mahindra and Mahindra, on the other hand, reported a robust 31% year-on-year increase in passenger vehicle dispatches last month at 43,218 units. It had sold 32,886 units in May 2023. Kia India said its total wholesales increased 4% year-on-year to 19,500 units in May. The automaker had dispatched 18,766 units to dealers in May 2023. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off for the day. Keep watching Swatantra TV.